This guy's hands down the most enviable slave alive, just by acting like a total simp. He transforms into a powerful monster and even gets a reward from his mistress. A male lead, Yuuki, was born into a matriarchal world where only women can awaken superpowers. Meanwhile, mysterious gates have opened up all over the country, unleashing hordes of strange monsters. To fight them, the government formed an elite, all-female special ops unit. Yuuki, meanwhile, is just feeling bitter about being a powerless, average Joe. Suddenly, he gets teleported straight into the demon city, Mato. Staring down a pack of drooling monsters, Yuuki can only run for his life. Luckily, the main heroine, Kyouka, shows up just in time. After effortlessly clearing the trash, she tries to get him out of there, but suddenly her teammate gets taken out. The monsters are closing in fast. Kyouka turns to look at Yuuki. "Be my slave." Desperate, the God-sent male lead agrees. He even licks Kyouka's finger. Boom! He transforms into an incredibly powerful beast. In a split second, he wipes out the horde of monsters. With their teamwork, the battle is over in a flash. After sending the others away, Kyouka claims Yuuki as her exclusive slave. Faced with a surprise kiss, Yuuki is too stunned to react. Turns out Kyouka's ability is a contract that enslaves others, boosting their power significantly. The price: she has to give them a reward, usually something they deeply desire. But for Yuuki, it's his first time being enslaved by a human. The surprise kiss leaves him blushing hard, but he wants more than just that. Yuuki is still savoring the feeling when Kyouka invites him again. To keep getting rewards, he decides to join her anti-demon corps. If that's the case, I want to be a hero here. It's a deal then. Since joining the corps, Yuuki thought he'd be getting rewards daily. Instead, his status is lower than a dog's. He's cooking, cleaning, and doing laundry every day. Say one wrong thing and he gets threatened. But then, he accidentally walks in on Shushu taking a selfie. For the thrill of it, Shushu demands Yuuki become her slave too. Yuuki has no choice but to agree. Shushu has been bored at the all-girls school, and with no guys around, she's curious about him. Looking for excitement, she drags Yuuki into a fighting game where the loser has to strip. Yuuki thinks he's got this in the bag and decides to teach Shushu a lesson in humiliation. But he never expected a massive monster to suddenly appear outside. Shushu sees it and immediately goes giant. Paradigm shift. She grabs the monster's arm, flips it over her shoulder, and slams it into the ground. Then she follows up with a wrestling drop kick. She thinks the fight is over, but there's another monster nearby. Seeing Shushu in danger, Yuuki panics. Luckily, he keeps his wits and remembers his first transformation was triggered by kissing Kyouka's finger. So he sticks his tongue out at Shushu's glove. It's the right method, but the glove is too thick. He tries licking her shirt next, but there's no obvious change. He opens Shushu's shoe locker. Whoa, seriously, how does this even work? After hesitating, Yuuki licks it anyway. It works. Yuuki transforms into a half-finished form and rushes in. Shushu pins the monster, and with one strike, Yuuki takes its head off. But the forced transformation makes him pass out, and he falls into a pit. After they get back, Kyouka arranges the reward for this session. Since it was a forced transformation, the reward is just a simple massage. After the massage, Kyouka gives Shushu a stern lecture, telling her not to be so reckless. After they leave, Shushu sits on top of Yuuki again. She continues to threaten him into being her slave. What is up with that photo? Hey, well, looking forward to working with you. And wait, you've got way more crazy photos now. I can't escape this anymore. After working like a dog for 2.5 years, Yuuki finally gets a vacation. Seeing Kyouka in plain clothes, he's a bit stunned. They are out today to pay respects to the people who died in a major disaster. Kyouka's family was among the victims. A one-horned monster killed them. It's the only one that ever got away, and she swore she'd solve the problem with her own hands. To cheer up the depressed Kyouka, Yuuki takes her to a sweet shop. Just as they are enjoying the sweets, Kyouka's phone goes off with an emergency alert. She immediately stretches out her hand. Yuuki gets the message. and literally transforms into a dog running at full speed. This feels pretty good, actually. Back at the meeting room, they learn that a new type of enemy has appeared nearby. Just as they are heading out to intercept, a purple blast of energy flies in. Shushu gets hit and knocked unconscious. The text explains it's a humanoid monster. Everyone sees that the monster has a horn. It's the one-horned monster from back then. It takes a punch and immediately retreats. Then it fires another atomic breath-style blast. That felt great. Turns out this woman isn't just here to cause chaos. She's searching for her little brother. Just as she's about to say his name, a massive monster interrupts her. Shut up. And he steps in to help. She pulls Yuuki close to her. Is this a betrayal? You're making this weird. While Yuuki is confused and Kyouka is jealous, it turns out Nei's ability is to copy others. She copies Kyouka's slave contract. She knows the cost is required to make it work. Yuuki thinks she's copying Kyouka's face to kiss him, but she just replicates the pact itself. Yuuki transforms into a speed-type form. He lands a solid punch, but realizes his power is fading fast. He figures he needs to up his attack frequency to compensate for the lack of strength. After the battle, Nei reverts to her original form. She wants praise, but copying abilities drains her stamina. Kyouka tells her to thank Yuuki for his help. Yeah, thanks, I guess. Trying to act tough, huh? She asks if Yuuki knows about the 6th Unit Commander's ability, Golden Hour. Time manipulation? Yeah, she can stop or even rewind time. They plan to use their speed advantage to ambush the enemy. Yachiho joins the fight, but she immediately gets blasted 2.5 kilometers away. Golden Hour. Yachiho realizes her opponent has a gun arm. She uses her mobility to stop time. Prime time! She rewinds time by 10 seconds to dodge the shot. Knowing the attack pattern now, she counters with 4 shots of her own. Yachiho wins. With the healer's help, they recover from the battle. Later, Yachiho invites Yuuki to her family home. Yuuki thinks it's a trap, but turns out she just wants to apologize for being rude earlier and give him a reward. Just then, Shushu walks in and sees them getting cozy. I can't believe it, you're making a move on him. Shushu gets jealous and declares she's going to compete for him. Just then, alarms blare, more monsters. Unit 6 arrives to back them up, and so the battle begins. Unit 6 is here, and the vibe is instantly competitive. Their vice captain, Yachiho, has a serious beef with Shushu. To settle the score, they decide on a mock battle. It's time for the inter-unit match. Yachiho doesn't waste time. She freezes time immediately. Golden Hour. In this frozen world, she's the only one who can move. She unloads her clips into Shushu. She thinks it's a guaranteed win. Time resumes. But when the smoke clears, Shushu is still standing. She grew giant instantly to tank the damage. You call that an attack? That tickled. Shushu grabs Yachiho. Just as Shushu is about to slam her, Yachiho rewinds time again. Prime time! She jumps back 10 seconds into the past. This ability is totally broken. She knows exactly what Shushu is going to do. Yachiho predicts the grab and blasts Shushu from a blind spot. Shushu goes down. Unit 6 takes the lead. Next up, it's Yuki's turn, but suddenly the base alarms go crazy. It's a real invasion. A massive horde of monsters is swarming the arena. Leading them are those humanoid monsters from before, Coco and Neon. And there's a third one with them, a girl manipulating hair. Kyouka realizes they are coordinated. This isn't a random attack. Unit 6's Chief Tenka steps onto the battlefield. She's the strongest of them all. Amino Minakanushi. She manipulates space itself. She creates portals and teleports the monsters into oblivion. She is OP. But the enemy has numbers. Kyouka is getting overwhelmed, defending the others. Yuuki sees this and makes a bold move. He runs toward Tenka. "Chief Tenka, use me!" Tenka is surprised but intrigued. She kisses his finger to initiate the contract. Boom, Yuuki transforms into a new form, Brand. It's a space-time type form. He can teleport instantly just like her. The two of them start dancing across the battlefield, dismantling the enemy. Meanwhile, the hair user girl confronts Kyouka. She reveals her face. "Long time no see, sister?" Everyone stops. It's Aoba, the sister who went missing in the disaster years ago. She's alive, but she's become a monster hybrid. Aoba explains she ate a peach in Mato to survive, which mutated her. She's here to destroy the corrupt anti-demon core and save the other victims. But Kyouka refuses to listen. "You are just a monster now." A huge clash breaks out. Yuuki and Tenka warp in to support Kyouka. Realizing they can't win against Tenka's space powers, the humanoids retreat. The battle ends, but the mood is heavy. Kyouka's sister is technically an enemy now. Later that night, it's time for the reward. Tenka is the one paying up. Since she's the chief, her reward is aggressive. She forces Yuuki into her room. "You were great out there, now serve me." Kyouka bursts in, totally jealous. "He is my slave!" Tenka laughs. "Why not share him? He's strong enough." Yuuki is caught between two powerful women. He is living the dream and the nightmare. The next day, they get intel on the humanoid monster's hideout. It's a rescue mission. They need to save captured humans. Kyouka organizes a joint task force with Unit 6. Yuuki is the vanguard. As they infiltrate the enemy base, they find something shocking. The peaches aren't just fruit, they are growing from a giant tree. And that tree is feeding on humans. Suddenly, the ceiling crashes down. The Thunder God, a massive boss monster, appears. Its power level is off the charts. Even Tenka's space gates get shattered. "This guy is on another level," Kyouka yells. Yuuki knows they need a miracle. He looks at Kyouka. "We need the slave form, now." Kyouka kisses him deeply this time. The transformation is more intense than ever. Yuuki goes berserk. He loses his mind, but gains infinite power. He engages the Thunder God in a fistfight. The shockwaves destroy the base. While Yuuki holds the boss off, Yachiho stops time to evacuate the civilians. Tenka prepares a massive space banishment spell. "Begone!" She warps the Thunder God halfway across the continent. Yuuki reverts to human form, completely exhausted. He collapses into Kyouka's lap. The mission is a success, but the war is just beginning. Back at the dorms, Yuuki wakes up with a fever. The berserk form took a toll. Kyouka is by his side, wiping his forehead. She looks surprisingly gentle. "You saved us, Yuuki. Thank you." She decides to give him a special nursing reward. She hand-feeds him porridge and lets him sleep on her lap. No slave work today. Yuuki thinks maybe being a slave isn't so bad after all. But peace never lasts long. A new order comes from headquarters. The commander-in-chief wants to meet Yuuki. The plot thickens. Apparently, Yuuki's ability to sync with multiple commanders is unique. Everyone wants a piece of him now. He's gone from zero to the most wanted asset. Shushu and Tenka are already fighting over who gets him next weekend. Kyouka sighs. Looks like my work has just doubled. And that wraps up this arc of Chain Soldier. From a simp to a superhero, Yuuki's journey is wild. If you want to see more of his rewards, smash that like button. See you in the next episode. The spotlight shifts to Banri from Unit 6. She's always been treated like the baby of the group, and Yachiho loves to tease her. Yachiho, with her time-stopping ability, constantly makes fun of Banri's seemingly weak combat skills. Come on, is that all you got? You're never gonna catch up to me. Banri bites her lip. She hates being looked down on, but she knows her own limits. Her ability allows her to swap positions or boost her physical stats, but it drains her stamina fast. In a flashback, we see Banri's motivation. She lost her sister to the monsters years ago. She joined the Corps not just to fight, but to find a place where she belongs. Back in the present, the friendly sparring match is interrupted. The alarm blares again. Enemy attack, multiple high-level readings detected. This time, it's not a drill. A group of humanoid monsters has infiltrated the barrier. Leading the charge is a girl named Coco. She looks chaotic and dangerous. Time to party! Kiki unleashes a weird, sludge-like substance that corrodes everything. Alongside her is Neon, a fighter who uses spatial distortion kicks. The base is in chaos. Regular soldiers are getting tossed around like ragdolls. Kyouka and Yuuki arrive at the scene. Don't let them breach the inner sanctum. Yuuki transforms immediately. Slave form, speed mode. He dashes forward to intercept Neon. They clash in a flurry of sparks. But Neon is tricky. She uses the walls and ceiling to bounce around, making her hard to hit. Meanwhile, Banri finds herself face to face with Kiki. Oh, a little lost lamb. Kiki laughs, shooting sludge bullets. Banri dodges barely. She's terrified. This isn't training anymore. Just as she's about to get hit, Yachiho slides in. Golden hour! She freezes time for 5 seconds, pulling Banri out of the line of fire. Don't space out, idiot. Do you want to die? Banri snaps out of it. I can fight too. Determined to prove herself, Banri activates her ability. She swaps places with a falling debris. Appearing right behind Kiki, she lands a solid kick to the back of Kiki's head. Kiki goes flying. Ouch, that actually hurt! But Kiki just gets up, wiping blood from her lip. She's enjoying this. Now I'm angry. Kiki's hair turns into tentacles, lashing out wildly. Back to Yuuki. He's struggling against Neon's unpredictable movements. Kyouka analyzes the pattern. Yuuki, 3 o'clock, cut her off. Yuuki trusts his mistress blindly. He dives right, intercepting Neon mid-air. Smash! He slams her into the ground. The tide is turning. The humanoid monsters realize they underestimated the Corps. Suddenly, a massive pressure descends on the battlefield. The skies turn dark. Another figure appears floating above. It's the leader of the humanoids. She doesn't attack, she just observes. Retreat, she commands. Her voice echoes in everyone's heads. Geek and Neon pout but obey. Fine, next time we'll kill you all. They vanish into a dark portal, leaving the base in ruins. The battle is won, but the threat is real. These monsters are intelligent. In the infirmary later, Banri is treating her wounds. Yachiho walks in. Banri expects to be scolded again, but Yachiho just tosses her a drink. Not bad for a slowpoke. You actually saved my butt back there. Banri tears up. It's the first time Yachiho has acknowledged her. Meanwhile, Kyouka is debriefing with Tenka. They need to get stronger fast. Tenka looks at Yuuki. I want to borrow him again for training. Kyouka glares. Denied. He needs rest. Oh, are you being overprotective? Or maybe you just want him all to yourself? Shut up. Kyouka blushes. The next day, Yuuki is summoned to the training grounds. It's time for him to learn how to control his berserk state. If he loses control again, he might hurt Kyouka. He needs mental discipline. While meditating, he senses a strange presence. A young girl is watching him from the bushes. It's Aoba again. She's not attacking, she looks conflicted. Why do you fight for humans? She asks. They abandoned us. Yuuki stands up. Not everyone. Kyouka has been fighting for you this whole time. Aoba looks shaken. Lies. She forgot about me. Before they can talk more, Keke appears and drags Aoba away. Don't talk to the food, Aoba. Let's go. Yuuki realizes that the monsters are actually former humans who ate the peaches. This moral dilemma hits him hard. Can he really kill them? Kyouka finds him deep in thought. What's wrong? Yuuki decides to keep Aoba's visit a secret for now. He doesn't want to hurt Kyouka. Nothing, just ready for the next reward. He tries to joke. Kyouka smirks. Greedy slave! Fine, come to my room tonight. The scene cuts to black, leaving the reward to our imagination or not. Actually, the reward this time is simply head pats and praise. Yuuki is disappointed, but accepts the wholesome moment. But the peace is short-lived. The final showdown of this arc is approaching. Intel suggests the humanoids are gathering at the Thunder Tree. It's time for a full-scale assault. Units 6 and 7 mobilize together. This is going to be the biggest battle yet. As they march toward the enemy base, the atmosphere is tense. Tenka walks beside Yuuki. Hey, if we survive this, ditch Kyouka and join my unit. I'll give you way better rewards, she winks. Yuuki sweats. The real danger might be the women around him, not the monsters. Suddenly the ground shakes. A massive gate opens in the sky. It's the god of thunder again, but this time it's fully powered up. Time to work, slaves. Kyouka draws her sword. Yuuki takes a deep breath. Let's do this. End of part 3. Waiting for input to continue. The battle against the thunder god is pure chaos. This monster is built like a tank and hits like a nuke. Even Tenka's space gates are struggling to hold him. He's brute forcing through my dimensions? That's cheating. Kyouka realizes they need to hit harder. Yuuki, switch modes, power type. Yuuki transforms into his hulking strength form. He grabs the Thunder God's arm. Hurrah! With a primal scream, Yuuki suplexes the giant monster. While the enemy is stunned, Tenka prepares her ultimate move. Amenomi Nakanushi, Banishment. She opens a massive void above the creature. The gravity well starts sucking the Thunder God in, but the humanoids, Kiki and Neon, interfere. Not so fast. They launch a barrage of attacks to break Tenka's concentration. That's when Yachiho steps up. She's been saving her stamina for this one moment. Prime time, the world. She freezes time completely for everyone but the captains. In that frozen second, Kyouka dashes forward and slashes the humanoids back. Time resumes. The enemies are blown away before they even realize they were hit. With the distractions gone, Tenka seals the deal. The humanoid monsters realize they've lost. Their leader signals a full retreat. As they escape through a portal, Aoba looks back at Kyouka one last time. Her eyes are full of sadness. Kyouka reaches out, but she's too late. Sister, Kyouka whispers. The victory feels bittersweet. Back at the base, the mood lightens up quickly. It's celebration time. But for Yuuki, the real battle is just starting. He owes rewards to 3 different... First up is Yachiho. Since she used her time stop to save him, she demands a date. She forces Yuuki to play retro video games with her in her room. If you lose, you strip. She's back to her old tricks. Next is Tenka. As a unit chief, she doesn't hold back. She teleports Yuuki straight into the bathhouse. Good work, Slave-kun. Now wash my back. Yuuki is losing his mind. The steam, the situation, it's too much. Tenka leans in close. You know, you could just transfer to my unit permanently. I treat you way better than that stiff Kyouka. Just as things are getting spicy, Kyouka kicks down the door. Get your hands off my slave! Tenka laughs. Oh, the jealous girlfriend act cute. The 2 captains start bickering while Yuuki tries to cover himself up. Finally, it's Kyouka's turn for the reward. Back in her room, the atmosphere is different, quiet, intimate. She thanks Yuuki for helping her confront her sister. I couldn't have done it without you. She leans in for a kiss, but stops at his forehead. That's enough for today. Don't get cocky. Yuki sighs. Classic tsundere. A few days later, a new announcement shakes up the core. The Mato Pandemonium, the inter-squad tournament, is starting. It's a tournament where units compete for ranking and budget. But this year, there's a special twist. The winning unit gets a request granted by the Commander-in-Chief. She wants to use that request to uncover the truth about the hidden village. They have a major obstacle. Unit 9. Unit 9 is an elite squad composed of the famous Azuma family members. The Azuma family is legendary for their combat prowess, and their leader is Fubuki Azuma. Yuki knows that name. Wait, Azuma, isn't that? It turns out one of Yuki's old classmates, Himari, is also in Unit 9. They arrive at the stadium. It's packed. The tension is palpable. Unit 7, Kyouka's team, is matched up against Unit 9 immediately. Fubuki walks up to them. She has a motherly but intimidating aura. So you're the boy everyone is talking about, the slave. She looks Yuki up and down like she's inspecting a prize horse. Himari, the girl with the twin tails, sneers at Yuki. He was a loser in school, and he's a loser now. Yuka steps in front of Yuki. Watch your mouth, he's my subordinate. Sparks fly. The rivalry is established instantly. The first match begins. Shushu, Unit 7 versus Sahara, Unit 9. Sahara looks weak and sleepy, but looks can be deceiving. Shushu goes giant right away. Paradigm shift. She tries to stomp Sahara flat, but Sahara engages her ability, Crazy Horn. She gets stronger the longer she fights. She catches Shushu's giant foot with one hand. Is that all you got, big girl? Sahara smirks and throws Shushu across the arena. Shushu is panicked. She shrinks down to evade, trying to use speed. But Sahara is relentless. Unit 7 takes the first loss. The morale is low. Kyouka knows they need a win in the next round. Next up, Yuki and Kyouka versus Himari and Fubuki. This is the main event. Himari's ability is metamorphosis. She can copy abilities, specifically Kyouka's. Wait, actually Himari's ability is learning. She can copy tools. She copies Kyouka's sword technique perfectly. Yuki transforms. He's determined to show his old classmate he's not a loser anymore. Slave form velocity! He blurs into motion. But Fubuki Azuma, she doesn't even use a weapon. She uses Twara's fist. She's a martial arts master. She parries Yuki's high-speed attacks with her bare hands. You're fast, boy, but you lack technique. She judo throws Yuki into the wall. Kyouka tries to intervene, but Himari blocks her. I'm your opponent, Commander. Kyouka is struggling. She realizes that simply borrowing Yuki's power isn't enough. She needs to fight with him, not just use him as a battery. Yuki, don't just attack blindly. Read her movements. Yuki focuses. He sees the opening in Fubuki's stance. He feints a punch, ducks under her kick, and tackles her. For a moment, they have the upper hand. But Fubuki smiles. Not bad. Time to get serious. She activates her ability, Sun and Moon. She can manipulate her own size and mass. She grows slightly larger, increasing her density, and delivers a devastating palm strike. Yuki is blown back, reverting to human form. The match is over. Unit 9 wins. Kyouka bites her lip in frustration. After the match, Fubuki approaches the defeated pair. You have potential, Yuki, but you're in the wrong hands. She hands him a business card. When you're tired of being a slave, come to the Azuma family. Kyouka snatches the card and tears it up. Over my dead body. Despite the loss, the tournament isn't over. There are losers brackets and team melees. And lurking in the shadows of the stadium, the humanoid monsters are watching. They plan to crash the tournament and wipe out all the units at once. The real chaos is about to begin. End of part 4, waiting for input. Suddenly, the stadium's barrier shatters like glass. Party crashes. The humanoid monsters pour in from every direction. This isn't just a raid, it's an extermination attempt. The audience panics, but the commanders, they're grinning. Finally, some real exercise. Fubuki Azuma cracks her knuckles. Yuka shouts orders, "Forget the tournament, protect the civilians." Yuki transforms instantly. He's still sore from the fight with Fubuki, but he pushes his limits, slave form full throttle. He dives into the swarm of monsters, tearing them apart to clear a path. Meanwhile, Unit 9 is putting on a show. Himari is copying everyone's weapons, turning into a one-woman army. "Look at me, I'm the MVP!" But the real threat descends from the sky. It's the leader of the invasion force, Shikoku, the poison user. Her presence alone rots the ground beneath her. She launches a massive toxic cloud toward the stands. "Breathe it in, humans." If that cloud hits the crowd, it's game over. Thousands will die. Tenka tries to warp the cloud away, but there's too much of it. Just as all hope seems lost, the air pressure changes completely. A figure steps out from the VIP box. She's wearing a dog collar. No, she's holding two dogs. It's the Commander-in-Chief, Ren Yamashiro, the strongest woman alive. She doesn't look worried, she looks bored. "You're ruining my view," she says softly. Ren unleashes her ability. It's not just energy, it's pure dominance. She combines the powers of all 8 thunder gods she has previously defeated and enslaved. Mato gathered blast! A beam of light obliterates the poison cloud instantly. The shockwave knocks every monster flat on their face. Shikoku is terrified. "That's the Commander-in-Chief?" Ren floats down to the arena. She looks at the humanoid monsters like they are bugs. "Get lost or I'll make you my pets." Realizing the power gap is infinite, the enemies retreat immediately. The invasion is stopped in less than a minute. Ren is just built different. After the dust settles, Ren walks up to Yuki. Yuki is shaking, but this woman's aura is terrifying. Ren inspects him. "So you're Kyouka's slave?" She smiles, and for a second she looks innocent. "You're cute." She pats Yuki's head. "Work hard. Maybe I'll borrow you next time." Yuka rushes over, protective as ever. "Commander, he is Unit 7's property." Ren laughs and walks away. "We'll see about that." With the tournament cancelled due to the attack, everyone returns to their dorms. Yuki is exhausted. He fought Fubuki, then a horde of monsters, and then survived Ren's pressure. He collapses onto his bed. "I just want to sleep for a week." But the door creaks open. It's Kyouka. She's wearing her pajamas, and she looks surprisingly shy. "Yuki, you did well today." She sits on the edge of his bed. "We lost the match, but you protected everyone. And you didn't let Tenka or Fubuki steal you." Yuki blushes. "I'm your slave, master. I'm not going anywhere." Kyouka smiles, a genuine rare smile. "Good answer. Now for your reward." She leans in. "Tonight you can sleep here with me." Yuki's brain short-circuits. This is the ultimate reward. As the screen fades to black, we know our boy Yuki has finally made it. From a powerless nobody to the hero of Mato, and the personal favorite of the strongest women. But with the Commander-in-Chief watching him, and the humanoid monsters plotting revenge, his peaceful days are numbered. Will he unlock new forms? Will he survive Shushu's teasing? And most importantly, what kind of crazy rewards are waiting next? This has been the full recap of Chained Soldier. If you enjoyed Yuki's suffering and success, hit that like button and subscribe. Let me know in the comments which reward was your favorite. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next adventure.